Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Always trying to blame me. You're the one who couldn't keep it in your furry pants.
Actually, he's not wearing doesn't wear pants.
I rest my case.
What happened between you?
He knows what he did.
Most celebrities learn the game. They find the right tone, the right smile, the right answer. Harrison Ford never learned any of it, and after 5 decades of being one of the most famous people on the planet, he has clearly stopped trying. Nobody in Hollywood gives less of a damn than Harrison Ford. And somehow that complete indifference to the rules is what makes him the most entertaining person in any room he walks into. The man who hates interviews. Every publicist in Hollywood has a nightmare. The man who hates interviews. Every publicist in Hollywood has a nightmare. That nightmare is usually a client who goes off script, says something they shouldn't, or simply refuses to cooperate. Harrison Ford has been that nightmare for 50 years. He has sat through thousands of interviews. He has never once appeared to enjoy a single one. The journalists who come in with prepared questions leave with the distinct impression that he read every one of them and found them personally offensive. He answers in single sentences. He stares. He sighs in a way that suggests the question physically pained him. And yet, it is some of the most compelling footage ever captured, because underneath the impatience is a man who will occasionally say something so honest it stops the room completely.
Why are you excited about it? Because I know this is something you've been somewhat resistant to. Did they finally come up with an idea that you loved?
Yeah.
Will,
Yeah.
did you demand that they kill Indiana Jones? Are you?
No, I haven't read the script.
It's your
I haven't
book.
read the script.
You haven't even read
I'm talking about the contract.
Oh, the
The Ryan Seacrest moment. There is a clip that has been watched millions of times. Ryan Seacrest, doing his job professionally, asks Harrison Ford a perfectly reasonable red carpet question. Ford looks at him, looks at the microphone, looks back at Seacrest, and then says with total sincerity that he has absolutely no idea what Seacrest just asked him. Seacrest laughs. Ford does not. Ford just waits for the next question, apparently unbothered by any of it. Seacrest has done thousands of red carpet interviews. He has a gift for making celebrities feel comfortable. Harrison Ford did not become comfortable. Harrison Ford became a force of nature that Seacrest simply had to report around.
Scott's involved, Harrison, you were involved, but presumably this isn't the first time.
Not just involved. I mean,
You're in it. You're in it. You're on the poster.
The talk show chair. Sitting in a talk show chair requires a certain performance. You lean forward, you laugh at the right moments, you tell the pre-agreed anecdote with practiced spontaneity. Harrison Ford sits in talk show chairs the way a man sits in a dentist's waiting room, present, technically cooperative, and counting the minutes. Conan O'Brien once spent an entire segment trying to get Harrison Ford to commit to a single definitive statement about anything. Ford deflected everyone with a deadpan so total that Conan eventually gave up and started laughing instead. The audience loved it. Ford acknowledged this with a nod that suggested mild relief that the experience was almost over. The remarkable thing is that this is not hostility. Ford is not rude. He just operates at a frequency where small talk has been surgically removed, and the absence of it is so complete it becomes its own form of entertainment.
It's Harrison Ford.
They never.
Is flying the helicopter. There must be people in the hospital, and the doctors think they're deluded. They're like, "What happened? Harrison Ford came out of the sky and rescued me." There's gotta be. Give him more oxygen.
they're usually busy throwing up.
The Callista Flockhart answer. When reporters ask Harrison Ford about his personal life, he applies the same approach he applies to everything. Answer as briefly as possible, reveal nothing, and move on before the follow-up can land. A reporter once asked him how he would describe his relationship with Callista Flockhart. He looked at her. He thought about it for what felt like a long time. Then he said, "Good." That was the answer. Good. He did not elaborate. He did not smile in a way that invited further questions. He gave the word and then looked away, which is the conversational equivalent of closing a door. The reporter wrote it down. What else could she do?
So, we also saw you at the Critics' Choice Award, where Harrison Ford, your beloved husband, was honored. And dare I say, you bring out the soft puppy dog side of Harrison Ford that we mortals might not necessarily know is there.
I have something. He's afraid of me. I'm just saying.
The Star Wars question. For decades, Harrison Ford has been asked about Han Solo. In every language, on every continent, by every type of journalist, fan, and late-night host alive. He has answered this question more times than most people have answered the question of what they want for dinner. He does not find it more interesting with repetition. At a press conference in the early 2000s, a journalist asked Ford what Han Solo meant to him. Ford looked at the journalist for a moment. Then he said that Han Solo was a fictional character and that he himself was a real person, and that the two of them had a professional relationship that was now several decades old and had been very good for both of them. The room didn't know whether to laugh. Ford didn't help them decide. He just moved to the next question.
I think they thought I was an idiot. I had no discernible talent for it, I think, at first. But I must say that they were supportive.
The Jimmy Fallon piano. There is a category of talk show segment where the host asks the celebrity to do something unexpected. Play an instrument, perform a challenge, participate in a game. The celebrity usually complies with varying degrees of enthusiasm. This is the format. Harrison Ford sat across from Jimmy Fallon, who is one of the most enthusiastic humans on television. Fallon pitched a game. Ford looked at the game. Ford looked at Fallon. Then he asked with complete sincerity why anyone would want to watch that. Fallon laughed for 45 seconds. The audience laughed. Ford waited. When the laughter subsided, Ford pointed out that the laughter hadn't actually answered his question. This produced another 30 seconds of laughter.
He said, "Them are friars."
Come on. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly right. You're cooking at them are friars.
Ford seemed to accept this as the closest he was going to get to an answer and proceeded accordingly. What directors say? The directors who have worked with Harrison Ford describe a man who brings extraordinary precision to his work and an extraordinary lack of patience to everything surrounding it. He knows his lines, he knows his character, he does not know why you need to talk about it for 3 hours before doing it. Steven Spielberg, who has directed Ford more than anyone, has said that Harrison's approach to preparation is to arrive entirely ready and then become visibly impatient with anyone who is not. There is no malice in it. There is just a man who has done the work and would like to now do the job. George Lucas, who discovered Ford and cast him in the role that changed cinema, has said that Ford is the least starry actor he has ever worked with. He does not act like a star. He acts like a craftsman, someone who builds the thing, checks that it works, and goes home. The earring story. Harrison Ford got his ear pierced at age 55 in a jewelry kiosk in a shopping mall. He did this because he felt like it. He told the person at the kiosk that he wanted an earring. They gave him one. He went home. When asked about it later, in the way that interviewers ask about unexpected personal decisions from celebrities, Ford explained that he had wanted an earring and that the shopping mall had provided one. He did not understand why this required further explanation. This is, in miniature, everything there is to know about Harrison Ford. He decided he wanted something. He went and got it. He didn't perform the decision. He didn't announce it. He didn't build a narrative around it. He just did a thing and then moved on with his life.
You son of a... What do you want? Oh, yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
The behind-the-scenes reality. People who have worked with Harrison Ford on set consistently describe the same phenomenon. A man who is completely different from the person you see in interviews. He is, by every account, warm, quietly generous. He remembers names. He checks in on crew members who are going through difficult things. He does not make it a performance. He just does it, and then denies doing it if it is brought up publicly because he finds the attention embarrassing. The gap between the Harrison Ford of interviews, flat, impatient, allergic to sentimentality, and the Harrison Ford of private life is one of the great unexplored stories of Hollywood. He guards it carefully. He considers it nobody's business. And that protectiveness, that fierce insistence on keeping his actual self separate from the public version, is itself one of the most human things about him. Harrison Ford has been famous for 50 years. He has played two of the most beloved characters in the history of cinema. He has sat in more interview chairs, on more press tours, in more countries than almost any actor alive. He has not, in all that time, once pretended to find any of it more interesting than he does. He has not performed enthusiasm he doesn't feel. He has not learned the game, adopted the tone, or discovered the value of the carefully managed public image. He is exactly who he appears to be, a man who made extraordinary films, takes the work seriously, takes the fame not at all seriously, and would genuinely prefer to be building something in his garage. The thing is, that honesty, that total refusal to perform celebrity, is rarer than any of his performances. Most people in his position have learned to become the thing the industry needs. Harrison Ford just kept being Harrison Ford and let everyone else figure out what to do with it. They're still figuring it out. He doesn't appear to be waiting for them. Like and subscribe for more on the celebrities who never learned to play the game. Thanks for watching.